One game that's flying under the radar here for us: number 21 Iowa, number 17 USC. The Trojans 6.5-point favorites. 3:30 Eastern on Big Ten Network. CBS actually chose Penn State at Michigan State over this game. This game's on Big Ten Network, so that was the first puzzling decision. This game is probably flying under the radar. USC still has a shot to get to the Big Ten championship game. They need things to break their way. Iowa, obviously, with 2 losses now, a little harder. Had they won that game against Oregon, it would be a lot less under the radar. This game would be, to me. I mean, this is the old immovable object versus the irresistible force, right? It's USC's offense versus Iowa's defense. I mean, the main question in this game is, can Iowa's defense travel to the Coliseum? Will Lincoln Riley have an offense, or have an answer for that? Phil Parker defense. Will Phil Parker have an answer for that Jade Maava-led offense? Like, I mean, this might even be more of a contrast of styles that we'll see this Saturday in the Iowa-Oregon game, due to the weather, it being in Iowa City. Like, this is going to be sunny out in LA. We're going to get clear skies, going to be great weather. And I just don't know, man. I think I want to think Iowa can hang in this game, because I want to think defense can travel, but this USC offense can get on you at any second.
I think this is a significantly tougher test, considering what all the things you just said. So twofold. That was not the Oregon offense that we all know in that game for 2 reasons. One, you can't play that way in that type of weather, number one. Number two, I didn't expect when we did our preview last week that Oregon was going to be without Kenyon Sadiq and receiver, going blank. Yeah, that's a freshman wide receiver that I'm going blank, DeCorian Moore. They were without Kenyon Sadiq and DeCorian Moore in that game. So they didn't have their full-on aerial assault passing attack in that game in Iowa City. And the weather obviously dictated that as well. The other part of this, dude, Oregon ran the ball really well against Iowa from a yards per carry perspective. So Iowa pretty much knew that Oregon was going to be either throwing short, safe passes, or they were going to be running the football. You know who one of the best teams in all of college football is from a yards per carry perspective? USC. You know who's just one of the best offenses, period, across the board in all of college football? USC. From a passing standpoint and a running standpoint, they're as balanced as it gets, man. They're your typical Lincoln Riley's system type offense. That's what this USC group is. And the last part of this, I just said Kenyon Sadiq and DeCorian Moore were out last week. Bro, Mekhi Lemon, Jacoby Lane, and multiple other weapons that USC has at the wide receiver position. I mean, this is the best group of receivers that Iowa has seen this year, because they didn't play Ohio State. So I think this is a tough test, man, for Iowa. And I think it's a tough test for twofold. Dude, they put everything into that game last week. Yep. Just poured their heart and souls and other body parts into that game. Had it, and then had it taken away from them at the very end like that. Now they got to go across the country to USC, who's sitting there with still everything to play for, college football playoff bye. To what?
Coming off a bye.
I think they played Northwestern last week, didn't they?
You're right. They get one extra day.
One extra day to prepare. So the contrast of styles, the athletes, I think USC is a tough matchup for Iowa, man, in this game for all the reasons I just said. I have a best bet in this game as well. I've got USC in this. I love the spot for USC. I love the matchup for USC. Again, the balance that USC creates on offense, the yards per carry running the football, the explosive ability in the running game, the ability also to the explosive passing game that they've got with Mekhi Lemon and Jacoby Lane. I just think, again, this USC offense is going to be a really, really, really tough test for Iowa in this spot, especially with Iowa coming off that game last week and that heartbreaker against Oregon. And we've seen USC already play some of these ground and pound type Big Ten teams that can't really throw the football a ton. We saw them spank Michigan already in the Coliseum. Mm-hmm. I think it's going to be very similar to that, man. I think USC is going to take care of business in this game and win this game with double digits. So I'll take USC minus 6.5 to get it done in the Coliseum against the Hawkeyes.
Okay, I'm with you. I'm gonna take it as well. Ride with you. I just I think that, like you said, Iowa put a lot into that game last week. I think USC is going to get the job done. I think it's going to set up a really, really big matchup with between them and Oregon
Yep.
in Week 13, which we will be covering that on our Week 13
Yep.
preview next week, as long as both teams win and as long as both teams take care of business. So we're both on USC -6.5. That's it for us, man. We'll be back this weekend to recap all the Week 12 action, to kind of look ahead to some more playoff scenarios and whatnot, looking at some bigger picture stuff with only 2 weeks remaining after this weekend of the regular season. So once again, man, we appreciate you guys hanging in there with us, tuning in, listening, watching YouTube, Apple, Spotify, all that, X, Instagram, TikTok, everything, all that good stuff. We appreciate it, man. We thank you guys. Can't thank you enough. Stick with us. It's going to be a fun next couple of months for the college football playoffs, the national championship, all that good stuff. So for Lance Barton, I'm Tyler Noe. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you next time.